Welcome, everyone. Good morning and Happy New Year. I'm Karina Eggleston, Associate State Director for Communications at AARP Michigan. Thanks for joining us for our first Rhythm Circle of 2025. I'm thrilled to announce that our Rhythm Circles will continue throughout the year, taking place every other month on the second Saturday, so be sure to mark your calendars. In addition to our Rhythm Circles, we're kicking off the year with a variety of virtual series designed to inspire, inform, and empower. Here's a quick overview of what's coming up. First, we have Money Matters. It's a quarterly series and will feature expert advice, tools, and information to help you strengthen your financial health. This series begins on January 24th. Ask the Doc is a monthly health series featuring live interactive sessions with medical professionals. We're going to feature timely and important topics to help you take charge of your health. And for Black History Month, we're featuring a genealogy series titled A Guide to Discovering Your African American Roots to help you trace your family roots and heritage. If you've ever wondered about your ancestors or want to build your family tree, this is the series for you. These programs are a terrific way to learn something new and connect with others, all from the comfort of your own home. I'll share links in the chat so you can learn more and register for the programs that are of interest to you. Now let's set the tone for 2025 with some rhythm and connection. I'm thrilled to introduce Kevin Bujo Jones and Martine Dalton Jones. Bujo is a percussionist, a band leader, producer, and educator. He's a faculty member with Michigan State University's Percussion and Jazz Studies. And I'm also delighted to introduce you to Martine. A musician in her own right, Martine is not a percussionist, but helps us learn how to use our hands and the instruments to find our rhythm. Thank you for leading us today, Bujo and Martine. Over to you.
Good morning and Happy New Year. I'm glad that you could join us today for this first Rhythm Circle of 2025. Happy New Year again. I'm Kevin Bujo Jones, and this is my wife, my lovely wife, Martine Dalton Jones.
Good morning.
All right. All right. So today we're going to do something, let us kick off the new year. We're going to do something a little different. Previously, last year, we mainly focused on the djembe as an instrument. The djembe drum looks kind of like this. Well, this is a small djembe, and we've been really focusing our attention on djembe rhythms from West Africa. But today, I figured that we start out doing something a little bit different, so you can learn about these drums. This drum, the drums that you see here, conga drum. I'll hold it up. Is more of a modern manifestation of a drum that was developed in places like Cuba and other parts of the Caribbean. It is, like I like to say, the grandson or granddaughter of the Ngoma drum, or in some places like Ghana, they play different drums that have a similar sound. If you notice, this drum, the conga drum, has a warmer sound. Sounds like this. And in places like Cuba, they call it the tumbadoras. So the conga drum has a slightly thicker head in most cases than the djembe. The djembe is goat skin. This drum is rawhide, like cow or sometimes calf skin. So it's a little bit thicker than the goat skin. The way to play it is very similar to the djembe. Now, I realize that many of you don't have drums at home. So if you could grab something like this container, this is really big Folgers container, as you can see. It's a lot of coffee that was in here, boy. Classic roast. Anyway. Anything that you can get a sound out of. So, or, you know, some kind of Tupperware container, or even practice it on maybe a TV tray or a table of some kind, so you can get used to trying to produce the sounds that come out of the drum. And if all else fails, if you just want to participate using a shaker of some sort, this is our trusty Orville Redenbacher popcorn container, which is kind of half full. You can I love the sound of it. Or you can just play it like this. And just to keep time. The purpose of our rhythm circle through AARP of Michigan is to introduce rhythm and for the purpose of creating brain health. And we say that because rhythm and music in general is really, really very, very supportive of good brain health. You have to remember things. You have to remember sequences, numbers, how many times we do this or how many times we do that. And sometimes it's difficult to keep up. But just like if you were starting, you went to the gym for the first time, you went to a gym or went to some kind of training, like a Zumba class or something, you know, at first it's a little difficult to keep up, but the more and more you do it, the better off you can keep up with everybody else. So the expectations are not great, but, you know, we hope that you can keep up. So like I start out every class, we want to start out with how to produce the sounds on these drums, right? So much like the djembe, there's 3 basic sounds: tone, bass, and slap, right? So a little different, not as sharp as the djembe, but those are the 3 basic sounds. There's other sounds that you can get out, like a muffle sound. And then you have heel toe. Right? So there's a lot of different sounds that you can get out of the djembe. Out of the conga. So so let's start. Let's try to produce a tone sound. Now, with the conga drum, it's a little bit more difficult to get certain sounds out. So we'll go slow. Are you ready? Here we go. So I want you to take your hand, much like the djembe, you want to hold your hand flat and make sure your knuckles are in line with the circumference of the drum, right? And so you just want to come down on the drum and then come back up, like so. You want to try it? Okay, try your other hand. Very good. So that's the tone sound. We're going to try a bass sound. So you want to take your palm and all your fingers and just come down on the drum towards the middle of the drum. Now, you don't have to go all the way to the end like this, but just a little bit more in the middle, like so. Good. Try your other hand. Very good. All right. And the last one is a slap. The slap, again, is the hardest sound to produce. It takes the most skill. And just as a disclaimer, it took me almost a year to be able to, when I first started playing the drum, to be able to learn how to play a slap at will. I would get it sometimes, and then sometimes I won't. So if you can't do it, don't beat yourself up. Just try and do the best you can. So when you come down, you're going to come down with this part of your hand first, and then your fingertips, like so. You want to keep your hands, your fingers spread out slightly, not like this, but just slightly spread out. And you want to keep them loose, a little bit loose to the point until the point of impact. So also just a little fact, there's 3 different types of slap. There's a closed slap like this, where you sort of keep your hand on the drum. Open slap like this, and a closed muffled slap, which is really high pitched and sharp. But right now, we'll just go with the closed slap, okay? If you notice, I'm bringing they're spread out until the last moment. As soon as they hit, you bring it together, almost like you're grabbing the skin off of the drum. You want to try? So you want to get on top of the drum a little bit more, okay, right? And then when you come down, you want your fingertips to reach. So you don't want any of this to hit right in here. Okay. You don't want any of this to hit in here. So spread and then come together. Ah, there you go. Right? First and then So make like you're grabbing the head off of the drum. Ah, there you go. See, you did it. So that's the slap sound. Okay? So we have tone, bass, and slap. Okay? So now, for our first rhythm of today, we are going to play a rhythm called mutwashi. 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 And this rhythm is from Congo, but more of Congo Kinshasa, or the DRC as they call it. Mutwashi. It's a slow rhythm, and this is from the Baluba people from Congo. So pretty easy. It's a slow rhythm. It's not too fast. So that's why I picked it to learn our first rhythm for today. Okay? So we're going to play 2 tones. Tone, tone. Very good. So now we're going to play bass. Bass. Very good. Now, next movement. Boom, boom, bass slap. Boom, boom, bass slap. Good. Boom, boom, bass slap. So that's the first 4 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tone, tone, bass slap. Okay? Tone, tone, bass slap. Right. So I'm playing right, left, right, left. Very good, very good, very good. Now, we'll continue to the next movement. Tone, tone, bass slap, tone, tone. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Tone, tone, bass slap, tone, tone. Good. Tone, tone, bass slap, tone, tone. Tone, tone, bass slap, tone, 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 bass slap, tone, 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 bass slap, tone, 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 bass slap, tone, tone. Good. Good. One more time. Good. Okay. So we got a question from Amy. Hi, Amy. Is there a drum not made from animal skin? Yes, there is. There's drums that currently that have synthetic skin. The synthetic skin is very, very, has a slightly different sound, and it holds up a lot better in terms of durability, that sort of thing. So you can buy drums without animal skin. It should be noted that normally that they do not kill an animal in order to produce a drum. Okay, so if it's a goat skin, they didn't kill the goat just so they can put a skin on a drum. Usually, these the skins are a byproduct from other reasons why they utilize an animal. Either it died from natural causes or it was used in the making of, for food or whatever. Okay. And then there's another question. How long does it take for you to learn how to play this type of drum? Okay, so that all depends, obviously, on the student. It depends on your learning curve. It takes some people a little bit longer to learn, but with a good teacher and practice every day, you can be playing in a matter of weeks or months. It took me personally, I started when I was about 10 years old. My first drum was a drum from Zambia, an ngoma from Zambia. And so I learned pretty quickly because I had a very good teacher. And I practiced every day because I really loved it and I really wanted to. It was something that was in my heart, that I wanted to do. So it kind of depends on how much you practice, how much you put into it. It's just like learning how to, learning how to play tennis. If you go and you don't have a good teacher and you just go out and start whacking a tennis ball with a tennis racket, you're not going to really learn that much, But with a good teacher, if you play every day, you practice the things that are important to learning how to play a drum, then you can advance pretty quickly. So I hope that was a good answer for you, Lois. So anyway, so let's get I can see different movements, but wow, how hard to produce. We'll work at it. Okay. Yes. Okay. So anyway, so let's get back to the rhythm, Mutwashi. And I will show you the drums. Normally, and this is a Congolese rhythm, and normally it's played on Congolese instruments, Congolese drums called ngoma. But I have one ngoma here, which I'll show you towards the end. Okay, so you'll kind of get how how it's supposed to sound. Anyway, so we're back, Mutwashi. Tone, tone, bass, slap, tone, tone. Okay, so that's first. That's the first 6. So that's 6 notes so far. So we're going to get back. There's one more note that we must play. So tone, tone, bass, slap, tone, tone, bass. Tone, tone, bass, slap, tone, tone, bass. Tone, tone, bass, slap, tone, tone, bass. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tone, tone, bass, slap, tone, tone, bass. Tone, tone, bass, slap, tone, tone, bass. Again. And. Again. Again. Good. Again. Tone, tone, bass, slap, tone, tone, bass. Again. Keep going. Good. So everybody feel okay? Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands. Okay. Okay. So tone, tone, bass, slap, tone, tone, bass, tone, tone, bass, slap, tone, tone, bass. And that's about as fast as the rhythm will get, mutwashi, because it's a very, very, you know, sort of very funky and I hate to use the word groovy, gritty, funky, gritty kind of rhythm. So that's mutwashi, the first pattern. Okay. So there's a second pattern that can go with it. Sometimes it's played. Sometimes it's played on a lower drum. But let's learn the second pattern. Okay. So we're going to play first. We're going to play a bass, and then 2 slaps. Bass, slap, slap. Bass, slap, slap, bass. Again. Bass, bass, slap, slap, bass. Bass, slap, slap, bass. Again. 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 What was that? Knocking stuff over. Again. Bass, slap, slap, bass. Again. 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 Last time, bass, slap, slap, bass. So now we're going to finish the rest of the phrase. Okay? Next movement. So we have bass, slap, slap. So I'm using right, right, left, right. Okay? Then, after that last bass, bass, slap, slap, bass, slap. Bass, slap, slap, bass, slap, bass. Slap, slap, bass, slap, dum, dum, bass. Slap, slap, bass, slap, dum, dum, bass. Slap, slap, bass, slap, dum, dum, bass. Last time. Okay, so I'll slow it down again. There's 2 questions. One from Lori. Is it okay to do the bass moves with different hands, or is it better to use the same hand? Okay, that's a good question. Okay, so many rhythms that we play, a lot of times, the ones that I'm showing you at least are what we call alternating hands. Alternating hands. Like right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay? So basically with Mutwashi and a lot of other rhythms, bass, for this particular rhythm, bass, slap, bass, tone, bass. That's what your right hand is doing, right? So this is always, and all the other in between notes are with your left hand. So I'm right-handed, so that's my dominant hand. And so a lot of times it's taught to favor your dominant hand. So you can, well, no. You can play it left, up.
Like a lefty.
So left-handed, right-handed. Okay, so that's basically your dominant hand is sort of doing this. Don't laugh. We haven't even eaten breakfast yet, so we just had a sip of coffee.
Now you know how it is to be left-handed.
Oh, well, I try to play everything I do on my right hand. I try to do on my left hand. It's harder on my left hand. Okay, so if you're left-handed, you're probably more ambidextrous than right-handed people. Just a FYI, because we live in a right-handed world. So if you're left-handed, you're on to something really great. My wife is left-handed. I wish I was left-handed. Anyway, Lisa has asked if we can try again more slowly. Oh, definitely. So we're going to do this alternate rhythm, or the rhythm that goes with the first rhythm that we play, that we learned. Okay. So we're playing. So can you do this? Just so they can hear where the time is, right? Right. So that's where the tempo is. Okay, so now let's do it much slower. Right, 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 left. Right, right, left. Bass, slap, slap. Bass, slap, slap. Okay? Bass, slap, slap. Bass, slap, slap. Bass, slap, slap, bass. Bass, slap, slap, bass. Again. 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 Again. Okay? So if you get that part, then we're going to do the second part. Bass, slap, slap, bass. Slap, boom, boom. So first three. Second half. Bass, slap, slap, bass, slap, boom, boom. Okay, so let's do it that slow. Repeat after me. Bass, slap, slap, bass, slap, boom, boom. Bass, slap, slap. Oops. So do bass. No. Right, right, left.
Okay.
Right,
Do it again.
right, left, right, left, right, left. Slap, slap, bass, slap, boom, boom, bass. Slap, slap, bass, slap, boom, boom. Right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Bass, slap, slap, bass, slap, boom, boom. Last time. Okay. So can somebody tell me out there in StreamYard land how many notes that was? Like how many notes that rhythm was? Okay, whoever's first gets the answer first. How many notes were in that rhythm that we just played? Well, I don't have a prize, so I can't give you anything. I'll send you a quarter. No, here's a quarter. 7, 7, 7, 7, 8. Nope. 7. So let's count them. Okay. So I asked that because I always do this with my classes, especially with young people. When I teach young people, the really young people, so they have to think. And so by asking that question, you have to think about what the notes were, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. First rhythm, how many notes were in that? It was can we get a lucky 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Of course, my birthday is 7/7, so that's why. 7, right? 7/7, baby. Okay, so anyway, the first rhythm. Tone, tone, bass, slap, tone, tone, bass. 1, 2, 1, 2. So go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? So I just want to stop real quick. And so these are examples of how drumming is good for brain health, right? You have to remember the notes. You have to remember how many times you do it, how many notes are in this rhythm, how many times do we do such and such and such and such. This really promotes brain health because you really have to think, especially when you're first learning a rhythm. And sometimes it can be very difficult. So let's go back to the rhythm so we can move on. Okay? Oh yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna repeat both rhythms and then we'll play them. Okay? First rhythm for Mutwashi. Tone, tone, bass, slap, tone, tone, bass. Tone, tone, bass, slap, tone, tone, bass. Again. Again. Tone, tone, bass, slap, tone, tone, bass. Again. 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 Slap, tone, tone, bass. Again. Tone, tone, bass. Slap, tone, tone, bass. Again. 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 Bass, slap, tone, tone, bass. Again. Tone, tone, bass, slap, tone, tone, bass. Again. Again. Tone, tone, bass, slap, tone, tone, bass. Tone, tone, bass, slap, tone, tone, bass. Again. Again. Tone, tone, bass. Again. 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 Last time. Tone, tone, bass, slap, tone, tone, bass. Okay? So that's the first rhythm for Mutwashi. Second rhythm for Mutwashi. So bass, slap, slap, bass, slap, tone, tone. Bass, slap, slap, bass, slap, tone. And slap, slap, bass, slap, tone, tone, bass. Bass, slap, slap, bass, slap, tone, tone, bass. Slap, slap, bass, slap, tone, tone, bass. So now we're going to try to do seemingly the impossible. So we're going to play both rhythms. Martine will play one rhythm. I'll play the other rhythm. Okay? So which rhythm is easiest for you?
Probably that last one because I remember it.
Okay. So Martine, you're going to play, which is usually played on the low drum anyway. So you have the low drum. So different tones. So Martine will play the first, the last rhythm we just played. Bass, slap, slap, bass, slap, tom, tom. Then I'll play the second rhythm. Or the first rhythm I took. Okay, the first part actually starts 2 tones, not 2 slaps. Tone, tone, bass, slap, tone, tone, bass. Okay, tone, tone, bass, slap, tone, tone, bass. So what I wanted to do was to make sure that you all could hear how each part corresponds. So. So you hear that melody. So each rhythm has a melody onto its own. Okay, so we're going to do, with the time left, we're going to do an easier rhythm. We're going to play bass. It's only 4 notes. Okay? Bass, tone, bass, tone, bass. Okay? So we're going to play bass, tone, bass, tone. Okay? Bass, tone, bass, tone, bass. All right. So we're gonna do second part. So tone 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 bass tone 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 bass tone tone. One, two, three, and stop. Very good. Okay, there's one more question. Seeing there's a bass note, is there a treble note on the drum? So, in general, they don't. In African drumming, we don't utilize the Western European concepts of bass, treble, bass and treble, or you know, bass, tenor, baritone, soprano, alto, soprano. Like they don't do. So I guess if you were to say treble, which is high end, it can either be a tone or slap. Bass is just connotating. It's something that's that developed here in America and in other parts of English-speaking places. In Africa, sometimes they go boom, boom, ah, but they bass, boom, slap, 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 muff. There's a lot of different sounds that you can get out of the drum, and doesn't necessarily correspond to bass and treble. So anyway, so let's just go. I just wanted to show you, just for to be historically and culturally correct, that okay. So these are the conga drums. And so today we learned Mutwashi, and I will show you the original, the grandmother of the conga, which is this drum here, called an ngoma. You can see it, right? And it sounds like this. So this is an ngoma. This would be the one of the grandparents, I would say, of the conga drum. So just to show you that, it's a very deep and spiritual drum. Each drum culture has its different drums. It's not the only drum. The djembe is not the only drum in Africa. When you look up if you Google African drums, the first thing that pops up is a djembe. And the djembe is from the West African diaspora, if you will, mainly Mali, from the Mali Empire, which is Mali, obviously Guinea, part of Senegal, Burkina Faso, etc. Okay, so there are thousands, literally thousands of drums that come from the African diaspora. But you will see these were the most popular drums, congas, back in the 60s and 70s, 80s, etc., up until today. And you will see these drums in salsa music, R&B, etc. Right? That's what we had back then. So we want to thank you. I guess we have, how many minutes we have? Do we have 3 minutes? I can, at this point, entertain any questions that you have. Just wondering, are there different drums for different ceremonies? Definitely. So I teach at MSU, at Michigan State University. I teach African diaspora percussion and drumming. So there are, like I said, thousands of different drums utilized for different purposes. There are some drums from different cultures, like in Nigeria, they have certain drums for like what they call bata, which were transferred over to, which they utilize in Cuba for their sacred ceremonies. And their hourglass-shaped drum with their two-headed drum, hourglass-shaped drum, played this way, with the drum turned on its side and held in your lap. In Nigeria, slightly different. There are drums utilized in Ghana by the Ashanti, the Akan, and different indigenous peoples there. So there are different drums for different ceremonies. In Guinea and Mali, they utilize different rhythms, played with different. There's a ton of different. There's more than djembe, is what I want to say. More than djembe that's utilized in Guinea and Mali and Senegal. So there's a ton of different drums. I could go on and on and on. And I only have like a minute left. So yes, there are different drums for different ceremonies. There's secular music for celebration, etc. But then there's also music for religious connotations, religious purposes. There's some ceremonial drums. Sometimes they're the same drums that are used in secular music. Yeah, and it's all over the African diaspora, which includes not only Cuba, but Haiti, Dominican Republic. They have palo, which is the sacred music, sacred drumming. Colombia, I mean, the list goes on and on and on. In Honduras, so anyway, so yeah. So we appreciate you coming out and tuning in. Well, coming out wherever you're viewing from home, and we appreciate you. I believe I gotta look it up. So we will have the next rhythm circle in March. March 8th will be our next rhythm circle. It's every other month, and you can find that in the link in the comment section, wherever you're viewing from, whether you're viewing on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. So from snowy Michigan, my wife and I bid you an adieu. We bid you an adieu. Thank you so much. Enjoy the drumming. Get out, listen to music in your car, drum on your dashboard when you're in traffic, whatever, because drumming is healing. So thank you all so much, and we'll see you in March. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.